we're hosting them, and it's just not like caught up. One sec, let me go on the Yogscast Reddit and have a look.
The only explanation we can think of.
Yeah, I'm assuming that it's trying to host someone, but no one has that 56 viewers, so. Oh well, it's working.
Yeah, I just restarted the stream.
Okay. I mean, I can see 4 viewers in the viewer list, but for some reason the watching now says 56.
But that's not people who've watched ever.
Okay, well the voice is working for me, so that's all we need really, isn't it?
Yeah.
You know, screw any actual content, just us talking is good enough. Yeah, I started in an infinitely better position this time, so I really
Out
hate
of
it when
curiosity,
it's
whose
actually-
camera are you currently looking at? Mine or?
I think mine.
Yeah, we're watching Tom right now. We had
Oh,
to
nice.
make sure everyone could see that he's safe scumming.
Please,
I can
don't look at me.
Don't look at my shame.
me. Don't look at me.
Okay.
Yeah, unfortunately,
I'm
any
improving
lag on the stream is just unstoppable. It's just gonna lag, I'm afraid, due to the nature of not having like all of us have really fast internet.
I mean, I don't know about you, but I mean, I live in Australia. By Australian internet standards, I'm lower mid.
Even by UK
Pronounce it
standards,
standard.
my internet's pretty slow.
Yeah, but the UK have fast internet compared to Australia.
Yeah. So
Mine
I'm
is
probably on
actually-
like, huh?
You're
Mine
about
is
the same
actually
as me.
okay, but I have problems
Yeah.
with my ping sometimes.
Yeah, yours
One
is
sec,
more
I'm
of
gonna-
what, like stability issues?
So I'm gonna stop sharing screen. Start sharing screen again. See if it stops doing what it's doing.
The thing is, when I download stuff, it goes without any problems, but when I start playing games, it often...
Yeah,
my ping.
same. My download is like slow but reliable. But playing games is just like, I'm pretty sure the firewall they've got set on this router is just the most Nazi-ish firewall in existence. Like it just culls like 75% of the packets that are sent through it, which means that playing games is rather impossible because it means that like the router culls half the packets and the game's like, oh, they're not in the game anymore. I'll just kick them, and then I'm not in anymore. I get very upset.
When are you getting better internet soon?
Well, that's what they say. I mean, you know, whether or not that's the truth is a whole nother matter.
But you've given up hope.
Yes, that is an adequate descriptor of my attitude towards the internet improving.
Yeah, that's fair.
But you know, oh well.
Oh, that's better. I hate that less. I still hate the front bit, but whatever. Look at that. Boom. Isn't that less hateable?
I'm gonna say that's
Lovely.
pretty good.
Not perfect, but it'll do for now.
Oh shit! Oh shit! I see mutons in there too. Oh god. Oh god, this could get hairy quick.
I can always touch this up later. That's the thing.
Actually, maybe I should have left that go. Alright, and then Sakamoto can come over here. Overwatch.
Did you just call and suck my butter?
No, Sakamoto, that's his name. Here are the mutons. Here they are. 30%. Hey, he had 30%. What a guy.
I'm changing back to Tom now.
Oh, nice.
Which Tom?
Ah, shit, yeah.
Oh.
2 of us.
Yeah, I'm so confused.
Correct.
Here we go, 80%. Kablow.
I mean, we are a creative, you know, so just saying, but
That's
feel
fine.
like-
We can swap between creative and not creative.
Oh, apparently, my pinky finger is bigger than Jade's middle finger. So that's
Wow.
yeah, quite long pinkies. I don't know why, but I've also got really fucking wrinkly hands. Don't know if you can see.
I've changed back to your stream now, so
Ah, look how wrinkly.
I'm gonna say they
Man
don't look
hands.
that wrinkly on the webcam at least.
Hard to like show up close. There, that's better. Look at that. Look how wrinkly my hands are. I'm just,
I think we just found our
browsing
thumbnail.
Facebook. Watch hand.
Yeah. Close
Literal
up on hand.
thumbnail. Thumbnail. But that's slightly out of sight, so that way no one can read my messages. What a guy. Alrighty. I want to paint that side, or do I want to work on this flag, which is something I'm not so sure about. My Imperial Guard squad dudes, Imperial Guard work is they have platoons, so you have 2 units of infantry and then a command squad, and that makes up 1 unit.
Okay.
Or 2 squads of infantry and a command squad, and that makes up a unit. And in the command squad, you have a medic, a Vox guy, your company commander, a banner bearer, and then a heavy weapon special weapons dude. So this is my special weapons dude. He isn't fully finished. He's like 60% painted. He's got all the base coats other than the sniper rifle done. I've done the back of his
He looks
cloak up
pretty
how I
good.
want it.
Does he have a mustache?
No, he's bald. But he has a nice gash on his face, so I might do that. That's because I accidentally, while I was cutting, because I use a scalpel to cut, and I accidentally cut his face. So I'm just gonna work with it, and just make it so he's got a nasty gash on his face. 'Cause why not? But yeah, I've never painted a banner before. Well, not properly at least, and so I'm gonna give this one a damn good shot.
Yeah.
I'm just choosing what colors, since my color scheme is not quite monkey sick orange, and then like a bluey grey. This one again is
Monkey
that
sick
50%
orange.
painted. But you
My
can see the
favourite
colours. I mean, the light isn't the best, but it's kind of like a orangey brown, and then that kind of blue.
Hopefully my food's here soon.
Like literally first layer. I can get a better representation of the colour scheme. I don't paint like I paint to tabletop plus, or at least I try to, which basically is 3 colours done neatly.
Does the guy have a halo?
No, what that is his radio on the back, which I actually need to finish up.
Oh. Would have been
So
cooler
that's-
if he had a halo.
Yeah, it's the Voxcaster. Actually, I do have a dude with an iron halo, because I have Deathwatch. Pretty sure it's the captain, who is painted shittily because I forgot to thin my paints like some kind of fucking newbie. Yeah, that's his iron halo.
Oh, that's pretty
Also,
cool.
that was the first time I was painting skin, because I play Elder, so I don't bother with skin, because they're all helmeted. And I ended up making him look like he was seriously fucking sunburned.
Nice. Is that not the only kind of skin you know as a Strahd? Horribly.
No, we're all tanned as fuck, man. Look, can't you tell by my pasty white flesh?
As pale as I am. Maybe not quite.
And then yeah, that's the kind of Dandarr trying to give a shit. Paint quality.
I wish you'd seen that on my fucking camera. Holy shit. A Seeker literally flew past the guy and he took a 90-degree shot up above him. Oh. That was embarrassing.
The Deathwatch dude, he's alright. Actually, I can finish this later, so that's what we'll do. We'll pop the Taurox over there to be finished. The gold Bob Ross, and just be like, gonna make happy little mistakes.
Okay. Guys didn't show. Sounds good.
What am I doing? Painting tracks. How am I gonna do the tracks? How muddy do I want them to be? I should probably actually finish the sides before. No, I can paint the tracks. We're going to use a non-40k issue paint. That is some serious heresy, I know, but
Whoa.
it has the exact color I want without me having to like piss around with shaders for a million years. So I'll take it. Hey, I'll take it.
Yeah, my food will be here shortly, I believe. Sometime in the next few minutes, I imagine.
In the next few years, great.
Yeah, sometime in the next few years. Hopefully I'll still be alive, but it's hard to tell these days.
Now we're gonna start watching you eat spicy food.
Oh, yeah.
Yay!
Fortunately, that probably won't
Just what we
be particularly exciting.
fucking what we always wanted to watch.
Honestly,
Some
that
random British
I'm
dude eating.
finding my webcam, which I'm not incredibly sure where I've put it. So, though if I do find it, I will stream it myself. Pow, 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 pow.
Your gameplay is pretty laggy from before, so we could probably just see
I probably
one picture every time you take a bite or something.
Nice.
Be like a nice slideshow.
Let's go. Yeah, this guy's been running around this little green thing for like minutes now.
Also, if just in case there is anyone who actually kind of knows how to paint or anything watching, which I'd be surprised by because we're shit and we don't deserve views as well.
You
But
don't think Jay
the reason
knows how
why
to paint?
I'm being so fucking brutal with my brush, which would ruin it, is because I paid all of like $2 for this brush, and it was literally for the purpose of painting the shit which I want to get done quickly, and not spend like a million years trying not to ruin a brush.
That sounds reasonable.
Buy cheap shit brushes for all the menial stuff, and then you buy the nicer, more expensive brushes for detail.
4 reaction shots. Let's see. Oh, that's a big 3 hits. It's on 1 health now. That was exciting to watch, honestly. Oh god. Well, that guy's strangled. Oh well.
But I think it can pick up like.
This one dies.
I think it lags slightly when I'm just gonna watch me do it on stream, and that's how I'm gonna base my painting off.
I changed over to
Stream, not actually
tablet.
look at what I'm doing. Yeah, I know, but I can look at the Hangouts. So,
Oh,
look, I haven't actually loaded up. I've got the chat open, and that's it. And even then, I'm only like
Yeah.
checking the chat once in a blue moon.
Watching Replay X come out about 2 frames per second.
that's great.
Can't see
Sounds
half
great
of what's
to
going
me.
on. Oh, you see me kill that Seeker though? Oh, my food's here. Okay, I'll be a few minutes.
Alright.
Now you're gonna have to go on me. Haha. I'll paint it like that. That beautiful painting.
Well, Tom actually completed his mission.
That's well timed. Yeah, I've literally painted that entire track. Well, I haven't painted that bit, but I've painted from right there through that in the space of, what, 45 seconds? Then I'll do the other one, let it dry,
Okay, apparently
give it a
he'll be
wash.
here in like 2 minutes, so I'll go down in 2 minutes. Actually, I'll go to the little
Yeah.
boys' room and then I'll go and get my food. I'll be back in like 5 minutes, 10 minutes.
You
at
just
most.
interrupted me, explaining what I was doing, but thanks. Lol.
No problem. That's okay.
Fucking.
It's okay.
What a
Now you can
fucking
now you
asshole.
can explain it more. Wait, who's going to be upset about this? Wait, let me look.
Oh yeah, that's right. No one.
Ludus Olis 111. What are your thoughts on this? BRB.
And then yeah, I'm gonna clean it up after that because that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna clean it up with some the Fang. Pretty great color. It's kind of a shit blue grey. All my color schemes are depressing as fuck because it's grimdark. Also, I don't ever bother painting the bottom of tracks because they'll get ruined. Because as you move them around, and there's no point because no one's ever gonna look at the bottom of a track. And it's just
Yeah,
a
because
waste.
the track
The only
doesn't
reason I
move.
like,
Right.
yeah, the only reason I base coat it is because it looks better than if you have like a weird white line there. So what you want is, that's why like here, for instance, I've painted over slightly. That way if it is on a slight incline, it isn't like immediately obvious that it's just stopped dead.
Yeah, that makes sense. So how much money have you used on this stuff?
Quite a bit. I've been collecting for 4 years, and I won't say how much money because I don't honestly know. And some of it, like, you don't just buy it outright. That's the thing. You don't buy it like brand new in the box. Like, you wait for people you know who are giving up like a collection, and then you'll, nick it off them at like half the value it's actually worth. Or you'll get stuff online, which I don't really do because I don't really trust buying stuff online when it comes to secondhand stuff. Don't know why, just don't. Or you go into like your local game store, like nerd store. So there's one in my city called Tactics. It has a cabinet there with all kinds of good stuff. You can normally get like tanks and stuff for like half price. Some of it's like better painted than you can do sometimes, if you're lucky, which is why I've got 2 really nice painted Dire Avenger squads.
I'm pretty sure everything would be better painted than what I can do.
I don't know. You'd be surprised by how quick you pick stuff up. Like when I first started, I was fucking atrocious. But yeah, even like my most basic units, because I don't really put that much effort into like basic units, such as this guy. Actually, no, that's not a good example. Do I have one at hand? Yes, I do. He's right here. These guys I put more effort into than the average grunt infantry, but most like real boring infantry I don't particularly bother painting too well because you'll literally have to paint like 50 of them depending on the army.
Yeah.
Like just to fill one unit of those guys, I have to paint 25 of them basically. So you can see how painting them to like amazing standards just isn't really feasible unless you want to spend like the next 6 months painting an army. Which, although painting's fun, I don't want to spend 6 months painting an army when I want to play.
Well, that's understandable. I got some Warhammer stuff when I was like 14 or 15 or something, and I hated the painting.
Yeah,
So I
painting
quit
is one of
really
those
quick.
things where you either love it, and there are people who literally only paint. That's like all they do. There are some people who only do the lore. I think Tom's basically one of those, where it isn't so much the playing, isn't so much the painting which gets them. It's like just all the kind of 1,000,000,001 random things that happen. But I'm kind of a combination of all three, in all honesty. Like, I really like the lore and can talk for hours about it.
I've heard.
I don't know everything about it. Comparative to some people, I know sweet fuck all. But, compared to others, I know stupid amounts. And then there's, the painting, and I'm a pretty average painter, in all honesty. Like, I'm far from good. I'm okay. I can make stuff like tabletop plus, or even like, oh look, you've put effort in at the absolute most. But I'm not only like competitive painting, because there are people who like win prizes and stuff. Some people have managed to make their careers out of painting 40k.
Really? How do they
Yeah, it's
earn
what they
money
do.
on that?
Because what they do is they paint armies on commission. And so someone will go, okay, I want you, really good painter, to paint me an army of this unit, this unit, this unit, this unit, at this quality. Go. Then they paint it. They'll basically buy the models for them, paint them up, like assemble them and paint them, and then send them to the person. And then they'll charge the amount for the quality which they produce. So if you ask for like really good quality, like highest quality stuff, it might cost you an extra like maybe $50 per 1,000 points, or maybe like $50 per like, no, it'd probably be more, $50 per like 200 points of troops, which is like 3 of these tanks. So it's quite expensive, but some people like really well painted armies and are willing to pay the extra money.
I guess you'll find
and you know
those
what?
kind of
If they
people
want to do
everywhere.
that.
I guess you'll find those kind of people in like every kind of hobby.
Yeah. And I don't really have a problem with it because at the end of the day, it gives some dude who had a hobby a job, and it lets him live his dream of just fucking painting 40k all day. Yeah, I don't know how much I've spent. Probably more than a couple hundred. I've probably spent. Well, I've got about 4,000 points of Eldar and about 1,500 points of Imperial Guard.
When you say points, what does that mean?
Okay, so to field a unit, you spend points. And so, for instance, a squad of Dire Avengers, which I don't have to hand, they're in a cupboard, I can get them later maybe, costs 65 points for 5 guys.
Okay.
And then that's how you figure out how you figure out if you've got equal armies in terms of value, because they all have different stats and stuff.
Yeah, so it's like
And so,
combat strength.
yeah.
Yeah.
And so it's like, okay, I'm going to bring 1,500 points, you bring 1,500 points. We both build up an army, and they're going to be about the same strength in theory. It's just that obviously if you've gone and brought a load of all anti-infantry weapons, and I've only got armor, you're going to be fucked. And so there's still that balance of you've got to build your armies it's going to be equal, but you've also got to build your army smart, because someone who builds an army smarter than you is potentially going to win, just based off that. And then also how well you play, because some people make pretty stupid errors. And then another thing is luck to a lot of it, because you can be you can have the better, you can have built a better army and you can be a better player. It's just if you're having a really unlucky game, since it's all based on dice rolls, you get screwed over. Because it's oh, I'm going to fire. I had a game where I had one of my best units and it hit one shot over the course of the entire game. And normally, and considering it's supposed to be a 50% chance to hit any shot, it was what? You fired 12 shots and he hit one.
Yeah,
so you get stuff like that happen, which is kind of frustrating, but it's then again, you get times where it's I'm not gonna win this. Oh look, I got the 1 in 36 chance I need to kill your guy outright, so suck a D.
I'm back with food. I'll find my webcam. I'm not sure where I put it.
It's alright, just send nudes.
Yeah, that's all we want, really.
Yeah, okay.
Topless
I'll send
webcam
them-
stream. Do it.
I'll send them in a few minutes. My nudes.
Excuse me. So what I'm doing currently is I'm just painting up the side scenes from where I was quickly going over it earlier. There's a load of silver around the edge there, from where I've gone over and it's spilled on. So now I'm just cleaning it up with some of the paint to make it look like the track is the track and the hole is the hole.
Pull my mic out. Professional.
Nice one.
10 out of 10 professional. See, now this is a mission that just... Oh god, don't crash. Oh god, it crashed. No, for fuck's sake.
Oh no. Yeah, it's showing. It just crashed in the corner.
Rest in peace. Sure. Should have quick saved anyway.
Oh well, you can
reopen
play
it.
something else. Bring a less laggy game onto the.
It's just because the way I'm doing it is why it's lagging.
Yeah, I
Could play
wouldn't think
some
it's the game.
Soulstorm.
It'd be lagging worse if I was playing Overwatch or Guild Wars or something, because there's more going on.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Wait, Dota.
Sorry, I should have quick saved on the last turn anyway, so. Just gotta remember what I did to win.
You took a 30% chance shot, if I remember correctly. So you're fucked.
Okay, I killed the first one. Then the second one is on 1 health and an 80%. Got it. Nice.
Has there been anything in? No, literally no one is fucking looking inside. Excellent. Perfect.
No guys watching, hello.
Oh shit, what up? Hey, Snowguard. Yeah, basically, we were fucking joking the other day, like, oh, wouldn't it be funny if we just did one where Dandarr was painting, and we just talk shit. And then we did it because we had nothing better to do. And we
Yeah.
couldn't figure out what we were gonna play. So I was like, oh, I can get my webcam. Did you get it announced in Discord, by the way, that we were streaming?
Yeah, twice because of my internet fucked up.
Hmm.
It even says we have 40 viewers, so that's nice.
We fucking do not have. There is no way in hell we have 40 viewers.
Oh, I don't think we actually did. Like if you go into
No.
the list of who's.
So I
we
enjoy
have
being the most watched
you,
stream.
Snowguard, Tom, me, someone else. Oh my god, there's someone who we don't know, and then Jim.
Whoa!
Hello, one person we don't know. Please don't leave us. We're so
So
lonely.
this is a successful mission. No wounds, 3 promotions. Sweet, sweet success. Feels good, man.
Now you have a Norwegian dude.
Yeah, I do. William Eriksson. He's B3. He's the B team. Although he started out on the B team, but actually he's like he's getting there. Honestly, he's a lieutenant.
I'm guessing on the B team is like your way of saying he's like 10th company to bring it back to 40k?
Kinda. He's not like the best, but honestly, the B team is still pretty good. So yeah.
Okay, so he's more like 3rd or 4th company.
Yeah, 3rd or 4th company. Though the guys down at the bottom, let's have a look. They're all specialists in corporals. David Makritic, Yuri Kovalchuk, Fardad Hisami, Tyson Harris, B5, who's Jun Sakamoto. These are the C squad and D squads. They're just like, they're the shitlords, really. Normally they just tag along for XP, but they don't really do a lot.
Like, we're trying to level, so that way we're not complete garbage, and we don't panic
much.
the second someone looks slightly aggressive towards them.
I'm gonna tell you, fighting berserkers with rookies is just the worst. And mutons. Every time you hit them,
They scream
like,
and then...
with everyone in your party. Yeah, they scream, and everyone in your party's like, "Oh my god!"
Run away!
In other news, Exalt just stole literally every single piece of cash, and then 50. They literally stole, like, I don't know how they stole more money than I have. Maybe they took out a loan in my name. Fucking Exalt.
Maxed your credit cards. What the I don't know how I've managed that, but I've just realised I've lost an entire fucking section unpainted.
Or Han Young-min. This guy has been on so many secret operations. He's like my secret operative man. I just picked him randomly, but he's just survived all of them so far.
Just like, one more. Please, don't want to go back at that. Just one more, man.
Yeah, just one more.
I wasn't trained for this.
Oh, a UFO that's scanning for my satellite. Fun. Like, I don't really need to do the covert missions. Like, I already know where the Exalt base is. I'm just nowhere near advanced to take it.
Yeah, in my last game of XCOM, I got up to the very last mission, and then I lost 5 colonels and a major.
Ouch.
And then yeah, I quit the game and deleted it.
The
Were you playing an
in
Iron
Long
Man?
War.
Yeah, I was playing on Iron Man.
In Long War, that's not as bad because I have a roster of like 70 soldiers, all of whom are actually going on missions. Like, I don't know how many. Like, can't remember if I've got a max rank. I've got a GSG on this guy. Abilities. Yeah, so my highest is Gunnery Sergeant, and the highest you can get on Long War is Master Sergeant. You can promote people to being officers, but I haven't done. Well, I've done all my lieutenants. Got 2 open for captain. No one can become a major yet. But because you have so many people actively going out on missions, you end up with quite a lot of you end up with like 60 to 70. But simultaneously on Long War, the aliens actually do their own research, and if you leave soldiers behind or fail missions, then they get a boost to their research, which makes the game harder.
That's pretty
So
interesting mechanic.
even though you're losing soldiers isn't as bad, the aliens still end up like doing tons better. This guy needs laser cam.
I had a game where they were getting those discs out before, those like really nasty like floaty disc things.
Cyber discs, yeah.
Yeah, they were getting them out before I even still got like the first laser gun.
Yeah.
Like I was still on tier 1 weapons, and I was like, oh, I'm a whole different level of fucked. I can get tier 3 weapons by the time I finish the game.
Perfect. Shot down the UFO. And that put me back into positive money again.
Snow, you should come talk shit with us.
Yeah. Come along, talk shit. Good fun.
I think he's playing Counter-Strike.
Oh,
Yeah.
what an asshole. Unless you're listening, in which case, hey Snow.
It's got multitasking.
What a fucking ass. Multitasking. God. He's almost as bad as that Dandarr guy.
Oh, God, that guy.
He's the worst.
That guy. Oh, what a dick. Thinking he's funny with his Australian accent and whatnot.
Yeah, especially when he's actually British.
That's racist.
I mean, they're basically honorary Brits anyway. So.
Not sure we want that honor.
Huh?
I mean,
Well, too bad. We're like your grandparents. That, you kind of want to just forget about, but we keep, popping up like, ha ha ha, we're still alive, bitch. Here to torment you some more. Right, what am I doing on XCOM then? Building a satellite. Researching gas weapons. 4 days on gas weapons. Ooh, tier 3 weapons coming up. The date is currently 5th September 2016 in my game. So it's been, I think, a year and 2-3 months. You get a lot more missions on it, on Long War. I've lost the lid to my bottle. Shit. That's not good.
I thought you were gonna stream your pearly whites eating food.
No, I can't find my webcam. Where the fuck have
Basically
I put
being
the
lazy.
bottle for this? Where did I put it? I can't just leave it lying here with no bottle. I'll kick it. Oh, I can nick one off another one. Holy shit, I thought it almost fell over there. I had a fucking panic attack.
We're soon gonna hear you swearing and then.
Oh,
have
okay,
to-
it's okay. Panic over. I've sealed the breach. Oh. Another fucking UFO scanning for my fucking guys? Really now?
I'm guessing
I
you're
didn't use-
watching that XCOM noob.
Hmm?
I said I'm guessing you're watching that XCOM noob.
No, he's watching your camera at the moment.
Oh, holy heck.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Oh,
I mean,
my...
when we're watching Tom, it's just like a slideshow. So.
Frame.
Yeah, you just watch me
Look at that.
occasionally for a pretty
Cleaned
picture.
up.
That's nice.
Yeah, I just got to paint that side and then wash it, and then I've got to stick the guns in case you're wondering what there's like that front slot there is. I haven't painted the guns yet. They are completely not even base coated. Yeah, you stick. I mean that doesn't. Yeah, it will end up looking like. You imagine these things painted. And then... I think it goes that way around. I'm gonna. No, it doesn't. It goes that way around. And then I'll paint up the guns something, and then I'll stick on the turret, etc. It'll look not complete trash. So by the end, once it's fully painted, it's going to look like that, except with painted guns, and the back will be done properly, and they'll be done properly. It's got a lot of like touching up to do, but it's.
Gordon and Jack are now watching.
Oh, holy heck! Hey, people.
Internet fame at last.
I know, right?
And the pressure is just
Unreal.
rising.
Doubled. I don't think I can. Oh no, for me it just says Jack's watching. Nothing about anyone else. Also, that random dude left. I think we scared him away. I'm
rip.
heartbroken.
Rip random dude.
Also, hi Jack. That's my hand. Oh yeah, we're streaming my hands, and then also there's somewhere down there there's Tom playing XCOM, and we occasionally switch over to see Tom's slideshow.
Right
That
now.
is my current tank. That looks weirdly green. Don't know why, but we're going with it. And then yeah, we thought we'd do a creative stream
Yeah.
where we creatively insult each other while I uncreatively paint 40k.
Ah, yeah.
Yeah, our
Oh.
initial plan was to actually stream a game though, but that didn't work.
Yeah, we were
that
going to
did
stream
not
again,
work.
but nothing wanted to work.
Yep. We tried 2 games, neither of them wanted to work, so now we're here.
With what is arguably a better option.
Yeah, this is tons better. This is great.
Not, you
Yeah.
know, a good argument,
um,
but
Watched me semi-playing
Wait.
XCOM and also mostly eating.
watch
You
me
can't
now.
watch me eating, but you can listen to me eating, that's for sure. Yeah, right. I'm gonna try to
Okay,
capture
yes.
another outsider. And by what I mean by I'm going to try to catch another outsider, I'm going to repeatedly suicide people in to try to catch an outsider.
I'm going to go kamikazes and dudes in the
Because
hope
there's
that
no-
you'll get bored and surrender.
Fucking way that I'm actually gonna manage it. Last time I tried, about four dudes died. They were critically injured, but my medic managed to revive. Yep, he earned his stripes that day. Single-handedly saving the lives of like 5 dudes.
If you switch back to my screen, in case you already haven't, about to do some dry brushing, which is pretty exciting.
Ooh.
We are watching you most of the time because of Tom's
Mhm.
internet.
Yeah, because
Tom's
I
human
basically
face.
am just. It's a slideshow. It's a pretty slideshow, but it's a slideshow. So.
This brush is not good enough. Let's try this one. What I'm doing is I'm just working the paint into the brushes, like so. Going Bob Ross style here. We're just gonna have some pretty happy little accents. No, what we're gonna do is we're gonna gently flick it over like stuff like that. I don't know if you can see the emblem, and then that will make it so that that bit is painted and the rest isn't. And yeah, that's called dry brushing.
Okay, I'm gonna rename William Erickson to Chai's dude. Nickname.
Oh wow, we
Cheese
have to
dude.
watch this.
Dude. Chai's.
No, it's
Chai's
just cheese lounge.
His name is Chai's dude. He's a lieutenant from the great country of Norway.
Dandarr better be your goddamn general.
If I have Australian, I'll make
I
it
think
happen.
New Zealand is good enough.
Fuck you. I'd accept English or German.
Let me have a look. There's a Scottish. Australian. Here we go. Infantry. They're pretty good. First
Tyson
name.
Harris.
Dandarr. Last
Well,
name.
we were never going to be a tank commander.
Yeah,
Okay, there you go. That's
Nickname.
difference dry
Dandarr.
brushing can make.
Okay, Dandarr is now Dandarr. Let's see if there's
Exactly,
an
Dandarr
Australian
Ross.
accent. Australian.
Now-
Oh, there is. Look, you can. There's even a voiced option for Australian.
Let's read over. Yeah, but that is what
Okay,
dry
so
brushing does.
Dandarr.
I whack it up in its face.
So I need to level
Oh
him
god,
up. So
okay, horribly.
him a.
Yeah, Bob Ross in this shit, exactly. You misspelled Dandarr, but that's fine. I won't hold it against you.
Oh, yeah, they did.
2 R's. Just saying. 2 R's. Not hurt.
Just put
Not
3 in
cut.
for good measure.
It's a happy little accident.
Mm-hmm.
Bob Ross in it.
Do I really want to take 2 Rocketeers on this mission?
I fucked up
2
that, but that's
Rocketeers?
fine.
You know, 2 Rocketeers is the level of like. I'm not even going to leave anything
Example
standing.
of when you dry brush too hard. I've now got like a steel plate in the background, but you know what? That's fine. We can just paint over it later and pretend it never happened.
10 out of 10.
Is my usual method. How you deal with mistakes? Just cover it up, and it never happened. Some good life advice.
I'm going to take 2 assaults
Not.
on this mission because actually no, I don't have a second laser shot.
Terrible life
Shit.
advice, but fine.
Not going to take 2 assaults on this mission. I'm going to take instead scout. I'll load him up with a laser rifle. A battle scanner. Carapace armor. Okay,
Easy.
is everyone armored?
I'll see
I've
Lordson
finally
fixed
become
your
internet
command.
famous, guys. I now have my own command.
Nice.
We did it. The dream is real. Oh, I fucked it up. I mean, I had a happy little accident. Whatever you prefer. Oh well. We
Okay.
can fix that up later. Let's see what I was trying to do better there. Give it a bit of a finished kind of steel look. I don't know. Pretty chill. You just do that on bits where you want it to look a bit more metal. That way you can tell it's, armor coming through.
Oh yeah, standard. I think your command is something about standard is a noob or something.
What else?
Slap standard.
Lap standard. What a command.
There we go.
I mean,
He has 2 commands. That's pretty impressive.
Moobot is right. He doesn't even know commands.
He doesn't know what he's doing. Pro tip for those people new to painting, want to look after their brushes. If you want to keep I don't particularly want to keep a fine point on this brush because it's a dry brush slash. I also use it for washes. But you twist as you pull because it keeps it into a point. Yeah, this is what I use because it's quite a soft brush. It's got quite soft bristles, so I use it for washers, which are these things, which are basically like really watery paints. and you use them on your models, and it kind of makes them look a bit darker. And then what happens is all the paint and stuff settles in cracks like those ones there, and really like makes them pop out. And so you can make any like facial creases and stuff. Dope. Yeah. Trying to explain it. Don't have the words. So yeah.
Dope is good enough.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I figured. I'm just looking if I have a decent example. Probably a bit strong. Yeah, it's probably a bit dark. Oh, this one might be work. Yeah, this is a good example. So
Okay, but
this is
I'm getting a phone call.
what
I'll be back.
happens. Okay.
Ah, snow's going
When
by,
you-
Snow.
Yes, no. This is what happens when you wash. Sorry, this is what happens when you have black base coat. Then you put some like iron colored paint over it and you dry brush over this bit here. And then you wash. Because if any paint settles in fact, you can normally just like fully paint it silver. The only reason why you paint it black is that way if there's any cracks, it doesn't look as bad. Or about any like gaps in where you've painted, it won't look as bad. And then yeah, you wash over with like I used non-oil, which is quite a dark wash, and then it settles in all the things. It's kind of like an ink, basically. And yeah, that's how washers work. That's what they're used for. It means you can make like that shoulder piece there doesn't have the bronzy bit doesn't have a wash, and then compare it with this, which is the same color but with a wash on it. It turns it from kind of quite a bright gold, as you can see there, into more of a like a brass or copper look. Which is good if you're trying to make something look grim and grim dark. 40k. Use that catchphrase a lot. What do I want to paint? Probably this side. So we're going to paint this. It's going to be great. Actually, you know what I could do instead? Paint some infantry because I haven't painted the thing which I need. Is that a decent paintbrush? No, it is not. That is a trash paintbrush. I'm looking for one of my nice paintbrushes. Here we go. So I'm just going to get a little bit of paint. I'm going to get a bit more paint so it actually has some on the brush. Twist it so it forms a nice point like there. I am not actually a sub to Mini Painting Austin. I am sub to the 40k subreddit, but that's because, 40k is one of my primary hobbies. I occasionally go on mini painting, but I tend to spend it going, oh my god, what are you doing for the love of God within your paint? It tends to be a lot of new people painting models for their very first time and they haven't bothered doing any kind of reading into what they're doing, and so they just presume paints are the exact thickness they want, not thinking, oh yeah, if it's been a particularly hot day, some of the water, from like my paint might have evaporated, meaning that it's going to be slightly thicker than normal, which means that when I paint on it, and they'll also like load up the brush massively, not scrape any excess off, and then do it, and you end up with like this really thick, nasty looking, just like it's caked on. It looks like someone's got icing and then tried to make it out of icing, and it makes me cringe a little. Like this is a minor case of where I didn't thin my paint enough. You can't really see the detail, but basically it's gotten rid of a lot of the details in the thing. So these aren't nearly as like normally you should be able to read the actual like words in the shoulder pad, but yeah, it's basically almost invisible because I didn't thin my paints enough. And then you compare it to something like the shield on that dude, which I had earlier, which I've now misplaced. He's somewhere. Here he is. And like you can read the letters. I mean, you guys can't, but that's because, my camera's shit. But like it says, YP, Astartes, kill the Xeno, death to the heretic on the shield. And so, but on the other one you can't because it's just too thick. And Yeah. Forgot what my rant was about. Painting.
I just got back to you saying death to the heretic.
Yeah, I was talking about painting. Yeah. Something which some people do, which I really find disgusting though, is when they're trying to look after their brush to get it back to a point, instead of just, dipping it in water and then doing the twisting, they'll put it in their mouth and then twist it as they pull it out their mouth, which is just like, it's non-toxic paint, but it's still like, really? You're gonna stick paint in your mouth? I didn't realize we're in kindergarten. Come on. I mean, I know people who use that literally like that bit there as a palette instead of just getting like an old Tupperware box. So yeah, I don't know.
That sounds like laziness.
Yeah, it is. You've got to remember, there's a lot of neckbeards who play the game, but I am one of them. But I'm just one of the less. I'm one of the more kind of hygiene conscious ones, I suppose. Oh, and the people who some of them do it in like store as well, because you can go into like 40K stores and paint there, and like assemble your stuff there. It's kind of like a way of going, hey, we'll make it easier on you, and also you're basically providing us free advertisement. But it's like, yeah, but there's like there's people who do it in like the middle of the city. For some reason, this one does not want to open. Paint must have dried weirdly. Where have I put my scalpel? Oh, right back. I need to find a scalpel. Switch to Tom. See what Tom's up to. I'm going to be wandering around looking for a knife.
I'm not up to a whole lot. I'm raiding a UFO that landed. Actually, no, I don't think it landed. I think I shot it down.
Switch
Can't
to
actually remember at this point.
Oh, here we go.
You can get to watch my slideshow for a few seconds.
Oh, I'm back. You can ignore him again.
Nice.
And that wireless headset seems like something I might have to get.
It's not great if you play a lot of FPS games, but I don't play a lot of FPS games other than stupid realistic ones, or the ones where it's just like, oh, I've been shot once and now I'm dead. They're the kind of FPS games I enjoy. That's why I don't enjoy Overwatch and CSGO. They're too arcadey.
Have you tried Overwatch?
Not something most people... I've tried Overwatch. I did not enjoy it at all. I play... My primary FPS games are Red Orchestra 2, Insurgency, and Arma.
I do love a good bit of Arma. I've always enjoyed Arma.
Yeah. Actually, I won't do it on him. I will do it on this guy.
I'm generally not a big fan of FPS games myself, but Overwatch is a lot of fun.
I never really liked FPSs, but I like Overwatch.
So I'm going to paint my company commander. I'm just going to do some details like the belt. So I've already started on it a little bit before. You can see the grenade is painted, but I'm going to paint these which have already been base coated with a really dark brown. You can't really tell. And then I'm going to paint it with a lighter brown, which will kind of give it a leather look by the time I've washed it. It'll, give it a nice... thing. My words aren't working. I've forgotten them.
I mean, that happens to the best
I've just realised this. And I am the best of us. Always modest.
Yeah, I know it's terrible that I haven't got the internet yet, Lawson, but it's just fucking OpenReach. They're just shit. Like, I can't do anything to make them speed up.
They sound like Telstra.
Similar, yeah. They basically hold a monopoly on laying internet cables and such.
I mean, for quite a while, I think they finally repealed the law, but up until about a year or two ago, there was literally a law in Australia that meant only Telstra could own communication infrastructure within Australia. And so it was atrocious. I'm gonna probably hate myself for doing this, but I'm gonna paint the hilt of this guy's sword brown.
Bomb threats might get me arrested, Lawson. And I don't think the internet prison's very good.
Can't be worse.
Hmm. True. True.
Well, if you do it in Scandinavia, you might be lucky enough to get one of those cushy Scandinavian prisons.
Maybe.
I mean, serial killer. There's a serial killer who went on a hunger strike because they refused to give him a PS4 from his PS3,
Nice.
his personal PS3.
Yeah, he sued Norway for violation of human rights too.
Nice.
See, you're gonna get arrested. Get arrested in Scandinavia. That's all I'm saying.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, I'm just taking a drink. I realized I'd forgotten to take a drink in like 2 hours. Holy fuck, we've been streaming for like 2 hours, guys.
Yeah, it's because we're not doing anything stressful, so we can just keep going.
Mm. Cool.
Yeah, I'm impressed.
Yeah, assuming Chaz is like fine with that.
Yeah, sure. I mean, I haven't dropped a single frame since I restarted the stream.
Nice.
Exactly. See, everything's going well. Nothing is going bad. Internet, please don't choose this as the time. Feel like you die on me. Okay, to kind of give you a clue of, sorry, how many paints like you'll end up using, depending on. I mean, some of these aren't shaken, so on a simple model like this one, which is the guardsman I've been painting, I have used this paint, this paint, this paint, this paint. I haven't used this paint yet, but I will be using it. That. Where's the silver? Nope. There it is. I mean, I'm painting to for like the decent enough quality. Like I'm painting what's known as Tabletop Plus. I've probably already mentioned this, but there are kind of like almost 5 tiers of painting. Tabletop Plus is like middle tier. There is, well, actually, there's 6. There's you're an asshole who just assembles a million orcs and then never bothers painting them, or Imperial Guard, or Tyranids. You know, they're the 3 normal ones. And then there's the next step up where they'll spray paint them all like white or black, and be like, yeah, that'll be fine, which also looks terrible. And then there's Tabletop Standard, which is 3 different paint. There's base coat and then 3 paint colors. So it'd be like painting all of this guy blue and then having like maybe like his arm a different color since he's got a robotic arm, and then his face. And that'd be Tabletop. And then there's the next step up, which is actually like trying to paint stuff so everything looks like it should. And then there's like, I'm a fancy person who can paint. And then there's like top quality stuff. Like I saw a post on Reddit the other day where this dude had painted some sanguiniers, which are like angels, basically. That's the easiest way to explain them. The angels in power armor. Space
I
Marines.
think I saw that one.
Cool. Yeah, I sent it to you because I was like, holy shit, this is amazing. The dude has spent
yeah.
30 hours on each model, and then the banner alone, which is about this size, as in the size of this thing's banner, but a bit taller and a bit thinner. He spent 30 hours on that alone. But a squad of 5 units, he spent something like 170 hours on it, and it was literally flawless. The only flaws in the like entire model were the actual like resin casts faults, not like his painting.
I wonder if
And they're
you
the
can,
people who are just like competition
you
painters.
can probably get like a really, really, really accurate 3D printer and print the color straight out, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, maybe.
You
I
can
don't
make
know.
some
I kind of,
spectacularly detailed ones with a computer.
I kind of don't mind painting. In all honesty, I kind of like it because what it allows you to do is, it's like you can customize everything
I know what you mean. Yeah.
the way you want it.
I'd
And
like.
I can
I
be
just
like,
do like the 3D printer or whatever, just for the novelty, just to
Yeah.
display that you could.
like this color scheme is not standard in any way. There's not a color on here, maybe other than like the bags at the back and the grenades that are like standard color scheme. The actual standard color scheme is kind of like a green, boring old color scheme. I'll try and find a picture of it from one of my boxes if I've got one around, just lying around. I do, excellent. So that's the actual like. Actually, it's slightly darker than that, but that's it, dude. But that's basically the color scheme, and so I've completely ignored it because I'm lazy. Well, not because I'm lazy. It's because everyone paints Imperial Guard in the same color scheme, and I don't really want my army to be the same as everyone else's army because I figure, you know, if you've got an army, you might as well paint it the way you want it, right?
I'm just going to take my play away. I'll be back in a sec.
I am gonna just keep saying standard color scheme just to really piss you off. But yeah, like this is my human army. I've got some Eldar. Technically, I own 5 armies. I own Eldar, which was my first army, and then I own Harlequins, which are kind of like a separate army. You can play them as an allied detachment, and they're kind of in between Eldar and a different race. That it's complicated. And then I've got my humans, which I consider one army, but you can use them as one army, but in reality they're 3 different armies. I've got my Tempestus Scions, which that's the transport. That's all I've got like immediately to hand. I'm fumbling in a different box over here for one. Ooh, Jesus Christ, my chair back just almost fell off on me.
Oh yeah, you were saying about that. The thing shared. Dandar's
yeah, and so occasionally I
just
precariously fall backwards.
Yeah, Dandar's teetering on the brink of death like every second.
So that's the Tempestus Scion. They're like the equivalent of the SAS of the Imperial Guard. This is like a quarter painted. I was just fucking around with the color scheme, seeing if I liked it. I'm not sure I do. So that's one army, and then I've got Death Watch, which are very angry Space Marines. That's a Death Watch dude. There's a lot of fluff about them, but I won't bother explaining because I'll be here for the next 20 years. And then yeah, I've got my Imperial Guard, which I've been painting for like the last million years on stream.
So how many different characters do you usually paint at the same time? Or like?
I'll normally paint. Well, at the moment, I've kind of got a backlog because I'll buy. What I tend to do is I tend to save up money, and then at Christmases and birthdays, I'll use like any Christmas money or any birthday money as, because like I'm terrible to buy presents for. Cause if someone asks me, "Oh, what do you want?" I'll just go, "Give me cash," basically.
Yeah, same.
So I pool it, and then I buy what I want with it, and so
yeah, same.
like I'll buy a couple units of stuff at a time. So like I bought the Death Watch and the Harlequins in the same box set, which is how I actually started my human army. So I was like, oh, I want to start a Death Watch army, and I can already use the Harlequin, so why not kill 7 birds with 3 stones?
That's a lot of birds.
That's what I did.
Very many. That's more than 2 birds per stone.
That's
Exactly.
impressive.
It's really efficient. And then I was like, okay, how am I going to expand this army? And then I went and got some Tempestus Scions for Christmas. At the same time, I also got some Imperial Guard, and that's how I expanded my army. It's a great story, I know. Actually, no, it was last Christmas I got the Death Watch, and then for my birthday I got the Tempestus Scions, and then for my Imperial Guard I got this birthday, this Christmas, sorry.
Into something absolutely horrifying on it. Holy moly! This is intimidating.
I'm gonna switch over to quickly look at what you're talking about.
Yeah.
It's a big rocky
switched
thing.
over to.
It really is a slideshow. Okay, yeah, you switch over. I'm going to be right back and fetch some Eldar.
There are hover screens.
Just get out all my 40k and just.
Hopefully, it
you know.
stays still for a second. I walked into a berserker with 28 health, and a backup floaters accompanying it. So, and they thanked me. So yeah, this is This is gonna be exciting.
If you hear a lot of banging, by the way, it's because I'm in a cupboard.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I know, right? Yeah, this would do. This is my main. I don't, in all honesty, I probably don't store my 40k as carefully as I should. I kind of put them in Tupperware boxes. Some people buy like the $300 cases, which are like bomb-proof, but I don't really have that much money, and yeah.
That does sound a little bit frivolous, honestly.
Yeah,
I
would
mean, some
agree.
people who play this, it's like their only hobby, so they pour all their excess capital into it. Which is fair enough. If that's what they want to do, that's what they want to do. Who am I to judge them?
Yeah, true enough.
So that's an
I mean, I
example of
spend
me
a
actually
fucking gross amount on
giving a shit
video
painting.
games, so
Oh, I'm changing back to you now.
probably best.
Cool. Yeah, that's a character. This guy,
pretty
I've
cool.
probably spent as much time on him as I have an entire squad of these guys. So 10 of these guys basically equal as much time as I did on him. But I've also flocked his base, if you can see. So I've got like grass and stuff on it.
Yeah.
And then basically, yeah, the difference between a acceptable model and a great model is just how neat you are, and then how much detail you put in. Like the difference kind of between this guy and him, if you ignore like the size and elaborateness of this model is a lot more elaborate. But if he was just like the same size, if he was the same model basically, the only difference between his quality and this quality is I put like detail into this one. So things like dirt on the cape, I've like made it so there's dirt on the bottom of the cape. And actually, this is a really good example of shading. 'Cause you can see in the cracks, like here, for instance, there is, like you can see where the paint is settled, and it does make it look a lot more pronounced and billowy than it otherwise would. And then yeah, that's Eldrad. He used to be the most powerful Psyker in the game until Magnus came along and ruined everything. And now, Psyche is basically a magician, for those who don't know. So yeah, he's now the second most powerful mage in the game. Annoyed me. Yeah, Eldar. They're cool. They hate humans. Well, they don't hate humans, they just think them idiots. Is fair enough, I guess. Yeah, that's like another example of some Eldar. That's a Wraith Knight. Wraith Knight? No, Wraith Guard. That's a pretty standard paint job. That's literally a base coat of white, and then a layer of red, and then a base coat of white, then another base coat of red on top, dark red though, and then a layer coat of a lighter red. Wash it with can't remember. It's a red wash, and then just painting any like splatters on the helmet, covering that up, and then painting the gun silver and orange. That's literally all that is. That's like maybe all up minus drying times, 20 minutes of painting per model. And I have, how many of them do I have in my army? I would have 20 of them ish, maybe more, maybe 30 of them. I'd have 6 squads, and that's stupid. Let's see. I've got 2 units still to paint of them, which is like the main Eldar force which I've still got to paint. Yeah, I've probably got like 30 or 40 of them all up. So, I mean, yeah, it adds up in time-wise, but I don't know. It depends how well. I could just, spray paint them all white or spray paint them all black, and then just go, there you go, that's it. But I don't know. When it's like your hobby, you want to have like pride in it, I guess. And so, you stick around to. I just realised I haven't actually bloody painted anything in like 20 minutes. Oh, maybe not 20, maybe like 10 minutes. But, you want your stuff to look good, so that way when you go to like play, you can go, yeah, my model, it looks pretty cool. But there's a decent enough example of some basic detailing, which, like, literally takes 15 seconds to do and just adds that next level of detail on the model. All I've done is got the black boot, and then I've just put a little bit of brown paint at the bottom of the boot to make it look like there's mud on it. All I've gone is literally with a paintbrush like this one, I've just got some brown paint on it and then gone around the bottom of the boot, and then that's it. Model painted. Yeah.
Looking good.
What should I paint? What should I paint, guys? Do I want to paint my tank more?
Yeah, keep on with the tank. I think it's coming along so well. If I lag for a few minutes, it's because I'm downloading XSplit. I want to see if I can, export my screen share as a virtual webcam, which should make the frame rate better.
Okay.
Which
Fair
means
enough.
my view might be slightly more watchable. I guess we'll find out, won't we? It's because Hangouts isn't really meant to be used for this, like for my screen sharing a game.
Yeah.
It's meant to be used for sharing documents, I think. But with that,
Yeah.
I mean, if we want to
Baby
do this
streaming.
again, we can always just not do, like, actually plan something that isn't, last minute. Oh yeah, how are we
yeah,
going to
we
do
can
this?
make it a little more high production this time we do it, honestly. So, but it isn't this time. I mean, this is the world's most professional stream.
Professional. Yeah, this is it. It doesn't get better than this, folks.
Yeah, it doesn't get better than this. We've done it. We've achieved like godhood.
Pinnacle.
Jesus, yeah.
same.
This is just the best. I know when we stop streaming, you'll be horrible because you'll never be able to gaze upon such a again. But
Well, not until we do it next time.
yeah, until next week. It's going to be like heroin. You'll get
Keep
withdrawals.
coming back.
Keep going back for more. Yeah.
You know what? I'm gonna paint a model from start to finish. Boom. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm getting sick of painting the tank. I'm getting sick of looking at it because I'm looking at that camo and going, it's not quite good enough. That's what normally happens with me. I'll obsess over a model until I go completely mad. So yeah, just get your one standard assembled model. I've literally just glued it together. Nothing has been done to it, other than like a bit of scraping away some of the flush and some of the excess from when it was cast to make it a bit more smooth, which doesn't take long but has actually a relatively large difference, which it makes. I'm just going to get a really crappy paintbrush because basically you'll ruin paintbrushes doing this, and so you might as well use a crappy one instead of a nice one. That's a really crappy old paintbrush. As you can see, this is one which I probably didn't look after as well, because it was one of my first paintbrushes, so I didn't look after it as well as I now know how to, and so it's all split and stuff. And black paint. Notice I'm getting rid of excess. If you notice it's particularly thick, all you do is just dab, like you put it here, for instance. Hang on, I'll get a blob like that. Touch paintbrush to the water, get like a tiny amount on, and then you rub it in, and that like halves the viscosity. And yeah, because it's always better to paint multiple thin layers than one thick layer.
So it's the same as with houses.
House
What?
building knowledge.
I don't know. When you paint a house, you paint like multiple layers.
Yeah,
Instead
well,
of
it's like
just
any kind
spraying
of
paint
drawing
everywhere.
or like art or anything. When
Yeah.
it comes to like coloring in, you always go in one direction, and then you go in the other direction instead of just going like that. But with painting, you can just go like that because it's painting. Point is, multiple thin layers, not one big fat layer. Otherwise, it looks shit. And you'll end up posting it on mini painting or whatever it's called, and I'll be browsing through it on a Sunday morning, and I'll go, oh, use paint, just thin your paints. And you'll make me cry. How many people are watching? Or listening to our dribbling?
Currently 5 according to my thing, but I'm not sure if that's right.
Oh, hang on, I can just... Oop.
Yeah, I think 5 is the correct amount.
We've got Zell. Hey Zell. Laucian.
Hey there.
You.
Me? Oh.
I know, what a surprise. me and then Jade.
Whoa.
All right. This is the really professional stream. Yeah, like I said, this is like basic painting. I'm not going to really paint this guy to like an amazing quality.
Oh, I did not mean to do that, so.
You gonna
give me
scum
just a
save?
second. No, I mean I accidentally left the installing thingy made me leave the Hangouts for a sec.
Oh, nice.
Okay,
Oh.
I can rejoin. It's alright. Now
Yeah,
I've just
I'll
got
get
to
the other one.
learn how to use XSplit.
I think I used it once for like 10 minutes before I realized I didn't enjoy it and didn't really want to use it.
I just using it for a virtual webcam.
There we go. Base coded. Nothing particularly amazing about it.
That's kind of
Apparently,
racist.
I already
Actually.
have a.
It's drying.
Apparently, I already have an account. Cool.
And I'm just gonna let it dry,
Oh.
and then in 10 minutes or whatever, it'll. Yeah, like luckily I'm in a pretty warmish country, I suppose at times.
Pretty warm.
so-
Extremely, you
times.
mean?
At the moment, it's
like
pretty wintry.
like
yeah.
living on the surface of the sun.
Oh, you've done the thing again where there's two of you.
Yeah,
Oh, okay. There you go.
that's
Sorry
better.
about that. I forgot to mute myself. Though apparently there are still two of me in the call, which is a bit weird. Okay, sure.
We got double Batman action.
Yeah, there's two Batmen now.
Oh, one of them disappeared.
Oh, rip.
It was the good one as well.
Yeah, XSplit with Facebook. Sure.
I probably didn't think that as much as I wanted to. The reason why I'm painting a second barrel is purely because in 40k a lot of like units can switch weapons and stuff, and so what I'm doing is I'm painting two different barrels because that way I can use the short barrel version, which is this one. Oh god. This slides in, so it'd actually be about.
I've forgotten
in
my
mind.
Facebook password.
And then there's the long barrel version, which just gives me a bit more flexibility. Like what a lot of people do, the people who, have time and access capital and skill, which is three things I don't have. Actually, I probably have the time, but other than that, I'm lacking. I don't have skill, and I don't have.
I was gonna say your skill is
the
pretty
access capital.
impressive to me.
Yeah.
But what you do is, what some people do at least is, like, a great example is with my tank. This one is they'll put magnets in those slots there, and then that way they can switch them out. Actually, with these ones you don't need to, since it's a nice slot and you can just easily pull them in and out. But on, let's say, what would be a good example? A dreadnought. I don't have a picture of a dreadnought readily available. I don't even have one readily available. I own one dreadnought. It's not assembled. You're just gonna have to hate me. You can Google it.
Okay, that explains why I don't know my Facebook password. Would anyone care to take a guess at what it is?
Password.
Buttholes 69.
No, it's I'll read it out. NCQ61F01T, and then I'm not going to read out the last few digits because this is going to be a video. But you get the idea.
Yeah.
I'd string of random characters and numbers. I don't remember
yeah,
changing it to that, but okay.
What was I talking about? Oh yeah. So yeah, what you can do is you can switch out weapons and stuff. So that way, instead of having to buy, well, see, there's basically two players. There's people who are assholes, and people who don't mind it if you've got the unit but not the right weapons. And so there's this term in wargaming called WYSIWYG, which is an amazingly catchy term, I know, which stands for what you see is what you get. And a lot of kind of the veterans demand WYSIWYG, because they've been playing for the last 20 years, and so they have every model and every variety under the sun in their army, or they've done the magnetized thing, where it just allows them to have one model or two models or however many they want to bring to a battle, and then just go, oh, I want the anti-tank variant of this model, so I'll just take off the melee variant and then melee like weapons, and then put my magnetized anti-tank weapons on, and boom, I'm good to go. But some people just have literally like $10,000 worth of models and are complete dicks about it, and they're like, nope, you've got to have it. So if you've got that variant of the model present, you have to use that variant, otherwise I won't play with you, basically, which is kind of a dick move, especially for like the young players, because some of the people who play this game are like 10 years old. Like that's like the very youngest I've seen. Most people who actually play it at least semi-seriously are about 13, 14, and it goes up to about 50-year-olds basically. Most of them are about my age, between like, I'm gonna say 17 and 26.
Yeah, that makes sense.
You know, basically man children. But yeah, so they tend to be the ones who are just like a bit more chill about it, because it's like, well, yeah, we realize you're on a budget. You know, no one in reality should be expected to have every variant of every model. So just Machete did the thing again, scared the shit out of me. And so yeah, but you know, I can't even remember what I was ranting about. It's gone. No, it's gone. I was ranting, and now it's gone.
I mean, at least you know that you're not asleep, because falling
I'll
back.
tape it off
is supposed to
I'll
wake
tape
you
it
up.
off mid rant. It's fine. We'll just pretend it didn't happen.
I'm loading up XSplit. See, now that I've decided I want to try this, I'm obligated to see it through to the bitter end.
Try hard. You're gonna try hard,
Yeah.
hard.
You're committed now.
I'm committed, yeah.
Sorry, I'm just catching up on Discord messages because I haven't.
Is that chat
haven't read.
Miss Effect puts an OO?
O's are the best.
This is almost painted now. I could probably actually. Oh, another 2 minutes, because there's a tiny bit of paint. I don't even know if it's in view. Of wet paint in the small of the back, and I want that to dry. And then I'll paint it with my primary undercolor, which will be the beautifully named Scrag Brown, if I can find it. It's somewhere. Here we go. What a wonderful color that is. Right? Yeah. Kind of like a mix between orange and brown. So that's
Seems like that new color they have on cigarette packages and stuff.
Yeah. And you paint. So I'm going to be painting that on like the upper cloth areas, so non-armor. So it'd be like the arms, and then kind of the lower midriff area for all like the tunic. Then I paint the pants. I think it's the rust blue. Forgotten the name. Is it the rust? No, it's the fang. I was close.
Oh,
And then I'll highlight with rust grey. I think it's called. I know one of them is called rust. Okay. Yeah, rust grey. And that's. I'll do it.
You're right. Let's see if XSplit can make this exciting. It's not what I meant to do. This one.
Apparently Jolt doesn't know what 40k is, so I'm offended. He's like, I heard you were painting 4k. What does it mean?
Yeah, Jelson is calling us out now too.
Oh, yeah, sorry, Jelson. I was away in my own little world. I'm painting Imperial Guard. Yeah, I'm painting Warhammer 40k. I'm painting my Imperial Guard at the moment. Just shit tier infantry. Not conscripts, infantry platoons, infantry squads, whatever it's called. But I also have some Militarum Tempestus over there. And I've painted my Death Watch other than a Dreadnought, which I need to get around to painting. But yeah, I've got some Militarum Tempestus to paint. That's literally unpainted model. Which is slightly better than Imperial Guard. They're like Imperial Guard Plus. You don't want them to die immediately, but they're still cannon fodder in your own eyes. And then I've got a tank, which I'm painting.
Is it working any better?
Yeah, the resolution is really bad, but the frames are a lot better.
So now that this is
Big trade-off.
dried, I'm
Let
gonna
me see
use
if I can.
that delectable Scrag Brown we talked about with its wonderful name.
Cinematic 24, and then reduce this to
Um,
that.
oh, I was talking about the 2 reds which I used earlier for that Eldar guy. Whenever it comes to like red capes or anything, I always use Mephiston Red as the base coat, and then Evil Sun Scarlet as which comes off pretty pink looking, but it's not. It's quite a rich red color. Ooh. Something weird with this light, man. It makes it look orange, but it's not. Trust me, it's red. It's like a light red, and then that's quite a.
It looked
almost,
red to me.
Yeah, and then that's a darker red. It might just be I don't know. Oh, I know what it is. It's because I've got this weird thing that makes it changes color scales at night, so that way it doesn't strain my eyes. I'll turn that off.
Yeah, flex. I also
Yeah.
have a kind of flex thing.
Stable for an hour. Ooh, wow, that is different color. It's always weird.
It is, yeah.
Yeah, again, we're not particularly wanting to be too neat because just a base coat, and I'll end up. Oh, by the way, when I'm doing that, what I'm doing is I'm testing to see if there's any like hard spots in the bristles, and if so, I'm like breaking them up. Because this is a paintbrush which I'm not particularly worried about keeping like perfect. I'm more wanting to be easily able to get into cracks, and all I'm doing is painting like arms and stuff. And yeah, you just basically shove it into the crannies because you want to get a good coverage and you don't want it to be too thick. And yeah, I might just whack it in there. Even like under the belt, I'm just shoving it in there, which damages the brush a bit, but like I said, this is one of my really cheap brushes which I use for this kind of thing because at the end of the day, if they get damaged, it's not the end of the world because, you know, you buy them in packs of 5. And I'm also going to paint just the nape of the neck because there's actually some stuff there which I always end up missing. But yeah, that's literally the first color. It really doesn't look neat at all, but it looks kind of disgusting. But once that dries, that's when we neatly paint the blue on the armor and on the legs, and it will end up looking like this, which does look a lot neater. It's still, this guy looks really weird at the moment, but that's 'cause his face is black, like not
Oh, that's racist.
racist black. No, as in like literally pitch black. He has no eyes, he has no mouth, he has no nose. It's just like pure, not person of color. Just it is black.
Not the choice of words I would have used.
Yeah. I know. I have actually painted some of the browns on the leather bag here for some reason already. And then I'm also going to paint like a parchment color for this, even though he's supposed to be a medic. But what the hell? I do what I want.
Ginzo and your
Actually,
one-stop
it's
shop
hard
for
to tell
casual
with this.
racism.
Hard to tell. Actually, you can kind of tell. I've dry brushed the backpack with like a very, like the grenade green, very lightly. For some reason, it picks up that really strongly on this, but it's a lot more subtle effect with the eye, and all it does is it kind of highlights any crevices and any like the bulges. That's what I'm looking for. It makes it look a bit. It makes it so the black isn't quite as boring looking, and yeah, it just gives it a bit of flair, you know. So is that painted? Yes. Actually, you know what? We'll paint my Voxcaster while I'm here.
Yeah, I don't know what the quality will be like now, but I guess
We can give it a shot. Switch over to him. I'm doing the same thing on a different model.
Jade wants you to flex so we can go back to some flexing.
Yeah, that's not happening.
afterwards.
I'll flex my pinky for you. There you go. That. Oof.
Well, we're on Tam's screen now, though.
Oh well.
still pretty low res. Not as bad as it was though.
No.
Yeah, I don't know why it's so low res. It might be because
It's a
my...
lot smoother.
Oh, actually,
That's a lot
it just
smoother.
went. Oh, the quality just got better.
That
Yeah,
is.
yeah. It's not like
You actually
3
get
frames per
frames
second
now.
anymore. Yeah, I know. It's not. It's
My
just
God.
like I've got it set to 24 frames just because I don't think my internet can do, like really, really fast frames.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, that's
But,
good enough.
But that seems to be working all right.
Better than nothing.
Wow. Virtual webcam. Go. Sprint everyone in, trying to capture this thing. Keep it suppressed. Need to lower its health, but don't want to kill it. Such
I'll
a
bring
dilemma.
chat again.
Perfect.
Yeah, I'm gonna say Dandarr's screen is probably better still.
Probably, yeah.
Yeah.
Quite
That's what I'm
considerably.
worried about. Also, it's what the stream is actually about. I'm just saying.
Exactly.
That's a good point.
I am the star of the show.
Mine's just
Fucking
Side
witness
show.
me.
witness me.
Yeah, you're the distraction when I need to go get a drink. Actually, I need to go get a drink.
Oh wow.
So
Well,
There you go.
back to Tom then.
go on, Tom. Entertain them. Show them your
Such-
personality.
Such glory. I'll show them my soldiers all running in one by one. To this outside.
Did I?
You ready for this mission climax as I try to stun it and fail on the 42%?
Hell
It failed on
yeah.
the 42%, so I'm gonna
Oh.
reload and keep trying.
Oh, look at the saves
Because I'm
coming.
a fucking scumbag, yeah.
Scumbag.
And it's not even an acceptable kind, worst kind. A kind where I'm gonna fucking try a
Go to
slightly
hell.
different chain of events.
You're going to hell for this.
So
Well,
now
let's
I move this guy over
my
here.
back there.
Not even ashamed. Well, I am, but not that much. So I move
Lost
this guy
myself some
here.
delicious water.
Oh, I got him. I got him the second time. There were already 6 aliens on that whole mission. That was embarrassing. Holy shit. That mission was ridiculously easy. I did not need 7 guys on that mission. I captured a second outsider. Nice. I've already got one, but, second one can't hurt. Oh, and my sniper got promoted. Excellent. Eyeball is his nickname. Why? Who
Should name him
knows?
Feedwood. He's the only
Oh,
German
yeah.
I know from
Yeah, he's
the Discord.
German. Yeah, okay. Gonna call him Feed Wood. And his nickname
Joel,
is...
holy crap. Thinking. Space Marines was. 40k was called Space Marines.
And
Ah.
then...
See, I'm gonna say that's pretty understandable to
he's
mix
gonna
up.
There we go. Feedwood is now a character as well. Dandarr, Dandarr, Dandarr.
What?
Your character's name is Sergeant Dandarr, Dandarr, Dandarr.
Oh, Honey Bear's making Scrabble moves against me, guys. Panic.
Oh,
Also, Honey Bear, if you're watching, please come home.
come home, honey, mate. Come home. We miss you.
You'll be happy to know it's still only people we know watching.
Nice.
We haven't made internet fame yet.
Oh, it says
That's
9
fine.
viewers, but I don't see 9, I see 6.
That's a 6 too.
How's it going, Lawson? You enjoying the stream? Having a great time listening to me ramble on about complete bullshit.
So, that then. Keep scanning. Oh, another
Try
UFO
this properly,
over in
crap.
North America. Pretty sure I can't do anything about that
I
UFO.
made a boo-boo, guys. I made a boo-boo with cleaning this paintbrush properly. Fix it.
Oh god. There's
All
a terror
good.
mission in Birmingham.
It's fixed. Okay, now for the really exciting bit. You're going to want to switch to my cam screen there.
Yeah, I just did.
First. Gonna get some blue. That nice boring blue color which we've been hyping up the entire time.
Nice.
So yeah, that's a before to give you a really good view of it, and we'll show you it afterwards. Oh, I forgot to paint the arm on that guy. Wow, I'm an idiot. Okay, we won't paint that guy. Paint this one. That's the before. I'm always worried that my head just covers the entire shot, but because I lean in pretty close, because I get it pretty I get it quite close to my face because I'm blind, and also it gives me better control.
Your positioning has been pretty good so far.
Yeah.
Thanks.
I've seen your glasses once, but that's the worst.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Holy heck! Seeing my glasses.
So I'm
Oh,
gonna say that's
evidence that he
pretty
is in
good.
fact blind. God.
That
Wait,
he
that's
is in
Honeybear.
fact-
Wait, Honeybear's the guy that's blind. Shit.
No, I am.
Oh, you're both blind. That's alright then.
I'm blinder than Honeybear. I can almost guarantee it. He just has like, no, he has 20/20 vision, but like a tiny weeny bit,
No,
which wouldn't be a problem for everyone. But what he does,
His eyes tragically were lost in the great ironing of 2017.
heck you do.
Rest in peace, Honeybear's eyes. What equipment should I give the rookie? Nothing valuable,
best
that's what I'll give him. I'll give him a smoke grenade, maybe. Oh no, a flashbang. Everyone loves a good flashbang.
Give him rockets. That's what I do.
I can't give my rookies rockets, I'm afraid.
If you throw a grenade, there used to be a glitch. If you threw a grenade, they were as a rookie, they were guaranteed to become the dudes with the rocket launchers.
Nice.
And so what I used to do is I used to just fucking spam the shit out of rocket launcher dudes.
Rocket launcher dudes aren't as amazing early on in Long War, because your rockets are affected by aim. Like the bigger your aim, or the lower your aim, the more spread you get on your rockets. So firing a rocket with 7 tiles of wonder means that you can fire it just at the floor in front of your face. You know, I've had a
like
number of
something I
rockets
would
fly
do.
into the back of teammates' heads. Would not recommend. It's not conducive to staying alive.
It's a good team coordination.
Okay, I've got my 8 guys. I'm going on a terror mission.
Oh crap! Someone wants to fight
Honeybear
us.
tuned into the stream to invite us all to fight him, but we're blind.
Some
Oh,
scrub wants to fight me. Bring it on, mate.
in peace. Rest in peace, us.
Them fighting words, Honeybear. Why don't you come in here and tell me
Yeah,
what for?
come in here and fight us.
But yeah, seriously, come in here.
Yeah, you
We'll
can join
just join
us.
the conversation. We're in desperate need of people, man. I've been talking up my ass about 40k for like the last 2 hours and 40 minutes.
Yeah, I mean, without Dandarr, this would have been pretty bad.
Oh, thanks, man.
Yeah, the 40k painting stream without both, 40k painting and someone who
Dandarr.
both paints 40k figures, i.e. Dandarr, would have been a real flop. Would have just been us sat here like, well, painting, yeah, we can't do it because we don't have
Plan
it.
to be on national TV.
Oh, yeah, don't swear. We're live. Don't say
To a
fuck.
whole how many people? Don't say bugger, for God's sake.
Especially not bugger. That would
Yes.
be the worst.
Or piss.
How are you, honey bear?
I'm exhausted.
Oh,
Too much banging or
What?
too much banging?
Yeah, basically. I mean, it's gonna fall off at this rate. Far too much friction.
you realise you're not supposed to use abrasives for that, right?
Yeah.
You're not supposed to rub sand on it, man.
Sandpaper does not work as a condom, but
Oh
maybe
my
one
God.
day I'll get that market. Right, so
One
basically,
day you'll remember.
this guy I don't like, who I work with, he, no, I was doing a little bit of milling. I said to my friend next to me, I was like, "Do you think this sounds like I'm putting a bit too much pressure on?" Because it was making a tiny little noise when I was doing some milling work, and I just heard this from the other side of the factory room, and I was like, "What is that noise?" And I heard our lecturer shout, "What the fuck is that noise?" from one of the rooms on the side. But basically, it turns out that this guy had tried to take a 20mm cut off with a tool that had 5mm of cutting space, which basically meant he was trying to,
Breaking the thing.
yeah, he was really doing some damage. And then he was saying,
He's a
"Oh, but
special
at work
kind
I can get away with doing 10mm on a machine like this." And the lecturer just looked at him like he was a moron, which clearly he is. I mean, if you want to put it into perspective, the most you really want to take off on those machines is 2mm at a time, not 20. You know, and if that was steel, and it was only aluminium, but if it was steel, then we'd have had some problems. You know, that could have flown out, that could have hit him, or the machine, or someone else. Someone could have died.
It sounds like an interesting day at work.
Yeah. And that was only like 20 minutes. I didn't do much milling at all today.
You'd be happy to know I've almost finished painting the helmet on this Foxcaster.
Nice.
Are you doing Jolt?
What?
Are you doing Jolt the figure?
Oh yeah, no, he's no, Jolt's my Actually, who should if Jolt were an Imperial Guardsman, who would he be? I suppose he'd be the medic, because science.
Maybe.
Rather than the radio dude, that has to be someone expendable and who is willing to just get shot because he's the radio guy.
Yeah,
Who would
I
do
think
the
he'd be
shooting?
like
I'd probably end up
apothecary
being
or-
like an Inquisitor. I'd be an asshole, so I'd be an Inquisitor. One would probably end up being Lord Commander.
Perhaps.
And then I'd shoot you for heresy. It'd be great.
Oh, nice. No,
The
I'd
dream,
never
the
be a
way to go.
heretic. I'd never be a dirty heretic.
Future
No,
tense.
you'd be the Lord. You'd be the Inquisitor. You'd be the Inquisitor. I'd be Death Watch. Just like fucking
So
Xenos,
currently
man.
my imperial rhetoric is about, 10 millennia in the past. So
Yeah, you haven't got up to all the well, you've got up to the massive racism, just not the massive
there's
everything
no
else
religion at the
phobia.
moment. Yeah, there's no mass
Yeah.
religion right now. But they're getting there. They're getting there. They have a saint already, so
It's starting to creep in.
yeah.
I mean, Saint Celestine fights Abaddon in the Fall of Cadia, which is just stupid. Basically, some chick in power armor who's, don't get me wrong, pretty good at combat with her two bodyguards tries to go against someone who was widely regarded as one of the best space marines of all time. Oh, and he's also now an immortal demon.
Ah, yeah.
Unsurprisingly, person gets butt handed to them by the dude whose name is literally Abaddon the Despoiler.
Sounds about right.
Dude's not a nice guy. I mean, he kills the clone of Horus.
He was the first captain,
Just-
wasn't
Yeah.
he? Yeah.
He was like, oh, what, Horus is coming back? Lol, no, I'm in charge. It's Shank.
Shank.
Don't you hate it when that happens?
Yeah, I know, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, that's the
kind
actor.
of annoying when I get shanked.
Mm.
I don't really like
As
it.
you can
Same-
see, it's improved considerably. It no longer looks like complete garbage.
Garbage.
Garbage. Are you enjoying the 40k stream, Honeybone?
Well,
Cleaning.
I was
Cleaning
saying
all the gunk off my...
to Jade before I came, and I said, "This is clearly the best stream that there has been since the last time I was on a stream."
I'm about to make it a whole lot better.
Exactly. And, if anyone's watching this and is thinking, wow, painting Warhammers is such a good idea to do a stream and I'm really enjoying the conversation and also creative merits that this brings. You can thank that all to me, because it was my idea for Dandarr to do this.
No, it wasn't.
Yes, it was.
No, it wasn't.
It definitely was.
It was like a collective idea, I think.
It was a collective joke which just happened to become.
Yeah, it just happened to be the only thing we had left.
It was the last option of just
Yeah, fuck it, can
do
we
this.
make it work? If so, we'll fucking do it.
Can this happen?
And look at this, it's voted like 4 million times as the world's best stream ever, so...
To be fair though, I do have to admit, 3,900,000 of those votes were me.
Yeah, and the others were me, but you know. At least one of them was Jed,
But you did have to pay her.
I'm assuming Snowguard.
Yeah, I didn't vote.
Oh, what? You're on the stream. You are the stream.
You were like, nah, this is garbage.
I'm just
Yeah, that's
busy
not
with the production value behind this thing. I have to change camera
You're like my
once in a while.
my editor in chief.
But yeah, I mean, like everything else, I can blame this on Steg, but maybe if we had a more sociable day, then we could put more.
Why
effort.
blame it on Stig when you could blame it on Standard?
Well,
True.
why would I blame it on Standard? What's he done? I mean, other than the usual.
Other than everything. Every mishap in the world.
What video
Don't
game
Standard,
should I
if you're
play now?
listening.
You should play Sakura.
Video game.
You should play
Video game.
Dawn of War Soulstorm.
You should play End Times Vermintide.
It's fantasy. Not as good as 40k.
Your fantasy.
I am several people's fantasies. But they're not getting me.
All of those people's
Too
are
good for them.
mine. Let's see what's the popular new release on Steam. You could play Atelier Sophie, the Alchemist of Mystery Book.
Dawn of War is
Tags.
only 3 gigs, so you know I could download it. It would take a few days, but let's have a look at. Oh yeah, let's popular new releases. Yeah, I see. Atelier Sophie, the Alchemist.
Yeah, that's an anime.
Yeah.
Also an anime.
Phoning Home.
You're an anime.
Induction.
WW2K17.
You should definitely stream the next WKD stream. Sports game.
WKD 40. WD 40 stream.
2014K.
Yeah.
Nice.
Or you
Resident
could-
Evil 7.
A popular game on Steam at the moment is called Sweetest Monster. The tags are sexual content, nudity, adventure, indie, and casual. Because like everyone who likes anime, it's casual.
You're
I
casual.
enjoy the way that Resident Evil 7 on Steam is labeled Resident Evil 7 Biohazard / Biohazard 7 Resident Evil. Because they're swapped in Japan. Resident Evil 7 Biohazard 7 Resident Evil. Nice. How many viewers do we have now? 6 still, I think? Yeah, 6.
You
Yeah, but
see-
they're all loyal 6.
No, they're not. I'm sure there's somebody, they've come
Somebody
in from
who's
a hard
betrayed
day
us.
of work. They're just thinking, I just want to have a nice bath. I want to have a hot chocolate. I want to relax.
Well then
They
go
think-
do that, honey bear, you dingus.
And they think, what's a good way to relax? I know. I'll watch some people on the Twitch and see what I can see. And lo, for out of the thousands of streamers, they see a 40k stream. They were like, my life has drawn me to this moment. And they see Dandarr. And then they think,
They see Dandar's hands.
then they see Dandar's hands and just think, why couldn't I be that good?
Why can't I have those hands?
Why can't I have that much paint
I
on
mean,
my thumb?
this is. I mean, you'd have to click something where the thumbnail's probably just some hands and some paint and some paintbrushes. It's labeled. It's in creative and it's labeled the most professional stream you will ever see.
Of
I don't
course,
see
it's
why
a
anyone wouldn't
professional
click
stream
this.
because what says professional like somebody randomly interrupting halfway through?
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, that was
It's the best.
a good idea.
Yeah, if you like, you can join the Google TeamSpeak, and we can see your screen too.
Yeah,
I've
I'm
not
just
really
looking-
got anything of note to look at, but I can
I'm
add it
just
anyway.
looking for something exciting.
I mean,
to play.
basically, what I'm doing is I've literally plugged in a webcam, then my computer's there,
Yeah.
and then
I could play some Kerbal.
I'm gonna, you know what? I'm gonna send you a photo of my setup. It's something special. I've got a cereal box, which I'm using to prop up the webcam. Ah, professionals. All that.
What was I just say? Oh,
Conrad Shadow forever appears. I didn't come here to relax. I came here to poke people.
well, that's what I do at work. Emotionally poke people, and then say, "God."
And then he
God,
comes
I
back
wish
onto
you weren't
Discord,
in
and then he tries to do it to me, and then realizes I'm emotionally dead.
Mm.
It's like, yep, that's all I wanted.
Then I realized that I'm dead inside.
Rest in pox.
Uh,
But anyway,
but
that just
actually,
proves what I said
all
was
my
right.
fans-
All two of you.
Oh,
Yeah, all my massive hordes of fans.
Yeah.
Right, I'm here. Fear not. I'm best streamer ever. I think we can all agree that, yeah.
What we
Well, technically,
are
hot
going
stream.
to have to do.
I mean, yeah, but I'm the star of the show before. Oh, far out that. My chair did the thing again. Yeah, the crap out of me. Don't worry about it.
We're going to have to impose a strict
Law?
vetting process for anyone who wants to stream, because if Slayer of Demons 69 tunes in tomorrow expecting 40k, they will be severely disappointed, because I don't know what is being streamed tomorrow. I'll check the
I
thing.
believe
FPS and
it's
chill Wednesdays, according to the thing.
it was no, it's Jedi Order.
Okay,
believe.
so you know they're going to come
Not good.
home, they can have their bath, they can have their hot chocolate, and it's like, oh boy, I can't wait to see
I
my
can't
favourite
wait for
painting
40K.
Australian. And then they just like, what is this
That's pretty
millennial
unique,
nonsense?
though. You don't get many 40k painting Australians who stream. I mean,
true.
technically, I'm not streaming. Some Norwegian dude who I roped into it is.
yeah.
Yeah,
Is that a fair description of you, Chase?
some Norwegian.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
I roped into it.
Hmm.
Here we go. Got my
The very
swag,
strange-
Brown.
The very strange thing is, how come you can stream from your PC to Chase's PC and the quality be acceptable, but not stream straight to Twitch? Like, what happens in the middle that makes it impossible?
I think I'm just a shitlord, basically.
It's a bit strange. Because, you know,
Funny that, I will
the
get
delay
onto
is
that
gonna
once
be
I
hilarious,
finish painting this up.
like, in theory, because it's going all the way to Norway. Great. Best stream format. I think it's been pretty universally successful, honestly.
I think we can make this a weekly thing.
Mm.
In fact, you know what? I think we should make this a weekly thing. Me just painting 40k. Actually, some weeks. Oh, Jesus Christ! It did it again. Some weeks I won't have 40k to paint, but I mean, for the next
Well,
year, I will. Because
I've got
that
a.
much-
If you need help, I've got a Spitfire airfix kit somewhere I could do, or just do some
Oh, yeah.
watercolor.
Just on a week that I'm like sick or whatever. Is well, we should have an art stream. That's what our
Yeah.
Dream Zone could be. We should do an art stream and then it's about talking about
Yeah.
It's about
random
talking.
shit. I mean, let's face it, it'll be 40k. I'll just bring up 40k every time.
Like if you're 40k every time.
What's wrong with 40k, man? I mean,
I
Steg's
think-
gonna be like, "Oh,
I
how
didn't
was the
say there
stream?" And we
was.
can genuinely say, "You know what? The stream wasn't as bad as it could have been."
Yeah, it
So
could
I
have been
feel
worse.
like, yeah, well, it didn't go horrible. And he'll be like, "Holy shit,
So
you guys are
I
the best."
aspire to be that much of a stream.
I actually painted that dude properly. The one which I was gonna take you through step by step because I realized I forgot to paint. I'm like casual noob lord. So yeah, grenade launch guy now has an arm painted. So we'll wait for that to dry, and then we'll start painting his armor. It should be great because then he won't look as terrible. But you know, that's what literally painting armor and face can do. It makes and hands. Still got a lot of work to do, obviously, but you can now tell it's human. And it's
Unlike
starting
the
to
rest of Dandarr.
look... Yeah, exactly. Unlike me, it looks human.
Nice.
I'm gonna slap you if I ever meet one of them.
That's more of
Throwing
you.
chairs.
Beat
Nice.
the shit out of
Chair
you.
throwing. I will prepare my bin and throw it to Australia.
Oh,
the
heck.
bin, the bin comes out.
An intercontinental ballistic bin.
You can
Bin
throw it to
listing.
Norway first, then I can throw it the rest of the
No.
world. 'cause
Yeah,
that's how-
Relay it
So,
via Norway. Because of course Norway is halfway in between here and there. Of course.
Yeah.
that's how Dandarr likes to do it. So
Using Jin's own geography.
Oh, we have a honey bear.
A honey
These
bear.
I'll get something running.
Oh, you've got to mute yourself, otherwise we're gonna hear two of you.
Oh yeah.
Is it
That's better.
done work?
There you go.
I'll run up Overwatch.
Oh, I'll play some Overwatch too. So
Oh,
we can play
God.
Overwatch, hold down our pants, and
Yeah.
And just occasionally switch back to me, please.
Yeah.
Don't take away my fame. I'm dependent on it now.
no, just switch between the two of us. Honestly,
Yeah.
no, equal time.
I can join you guys in Overwatch.
I'll take majority time if that's right.
Yeah. He wants a timeshare of 75%.
I mean, I am 75% of the star power, let's face it.
And you are 100% of Australians in this stream, which
Exactly.
makes you an ethnic minority.
Also,
That's true. You're
I-
25%.
I want to be the one to point out this is a creative stream, guys, so it should be, you know.
What is creative?
Um,
I mean, you're
Art
painting-
creative.
Yeah.
Not Jeff.
Yeah,
Martin's
exactly.
Creative.
So it shouldn't
Meanwhile-
be some shitlord Overwatch stream.
Yeah,
Me, just me.
like every other streamer on Twitch.
Yes, see, meanwhile, for conversation purposes, we're here playing Overwatch.
Yeah.
I just got a duplicate legendary.
Wow,
The New Year, it's
legendary.
the New Year Roadhog one again.
New year, new me. Kidding. I've always been great. Right. So how do I set this from working?
What you want to put? You want to put your perspective in the thing?
Mr.
Yeah.
Mr. Cheese.
Settings.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Okay,
just
so
go into-
apparently the
go
thing's
into
bad.
yeah, I saw
XSplit
that. So that's gotta
broadcast.
be from you because I still haven't dropped many frames. I've dropped 8 frames in 2 hours.
Yeah, but I meant more, maybe it's your
Make any sense?
Maybe it is.
Bandwidth. It just says XSplit video. How do I
Yeah,
make
you have
Overwatch?
to open XSplit and start like recording with XSplit, and it'll make it a virtual webcam and just do it into the Hangouts. I can do it if you want, but it probably won't be very good quality.
Yeah. Give me. I'll run that while we wait.
Now here's the real question: do we want the grenade launcher to be blue or kind of a more
Pink.
dark green? Not be pink because I don't have a pink color. Also, that would look fucking dumb.
Orange.
I could do orange, but no, it's a grenade launcher in the Imperial Army of the Emperor, the God Emperor of mankind. We don't. It's grimdark, dude. Got to think grim. Got to think dark.
Okay. How about a really angry looking orange?
I've already got Eldar with angry-looking orange weapons. Terrible.
Okay. XSplit. What
See
the
how many people we've got.
fuck is going on? Game.
Let's
Oh,
see.
I think Waffles just tuned in.
Who? Who's Waffles? As in, no, he isn't. We've got Orsian, Moobot,
How do I get rid of this?
Tom. the actual,
Mhm.
thing.
Game.
And
okay.
then someone called Conrad Shadow Forever,
Oh, Waffles just
who I'm
started
guessing
watching.
Is it working?
is our greatest fan. I don't think so, because you're
No, at the
purple.
moment.
No, you've just got a black screen.
Yeah.
I'm not seeing a Waffles. How do you know that Waffles is viewing? I can't see Waffles. What the hell?
Because I'm friends with him on Twitch, so it tells me when he starts watching streams.
Set
Not
up a
showing him on
new
the list.
output. What would it be? Get more outputs.
If you are out there, Waffles, feel free to sexually harass us. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, but it's not
Or not.
harassment if you welcome it. So
Oh, then don't.
Show
But
sources.
that's no wink wink.
I have no idea what I'm doing.
Story of your life, lol.
neither do I.
Ooh, fuck me, it did it again!
Fuck,
Makes me laugh every
did
time.
it again. Local
It made
recording.
me shit my face. Just
I give up.
Oh, shit, bolt man.
God.
Right, we could watch me paint. All good guys.
Yeah.
You're only here
Dandarr,
for my sanity anyway.
Jeff Kaplan doesn't make things clear enough for me. Okay, let's win.
Alright, yeah, sorry, I realised I'd sat back and yeah, that was my bad. I wasn't doing that properly.
Your posture was not correct.
I wasn't even painting on camera. I leaned all the way back and was just having a good time painting by myself. We must be one of the most watched creative streams. I mean, how many people actually watch creative streams?
I don't think
Maybe
anyone.
3. I'm shit, baby.
Well, yes. But sometimes you have to face the fact.
I think the stream may have stopped working. I'm not sure. I know it's okay. It's my internet. Feel good. Shit. I don't know who to play. I guess
Bastion.
I'll play this bad dude maybe.
Should I try to join you guys in Overwatch?
Though I think we'll need to.
It might ruin the
No.
stream though.
Yeah, if Team and Shays are doing it, then fine. But otherwise, we'll need to keep the Overwatch chat to a minimum, because otherwise it will just be a bit confusing. It's like, oh my god, check out that sick hook that you just got, and everyone watching is like, I'm not seeing shit, you goblin people.
All I'm seeing, some fucking asshole painting 40k.
Yeah, some filthy millennials. Come back, Hanzo. He's dead forever.
Well, shit.
Help.
How about, yeah, we rename the stream to Some Filthy Millennials. Occasionally you remember they're supposed to be painting 40k.
I'm dead. Inside and in game.
I'm perpetually dead inside.
Wake me up.
Fucking hell! What the fuck was that? He like.
Is that the noise he made?
What we can always do is we can just mute you guys and then I just talk about Primarchs.
And Dandarr just talks about Primani.
Primani? No, Primarchs, you goblin.
Yeah, Primarch. Primani.
Prime memes.
Yeah. Just disappoint.
Son, I am of disappoint. I have been cut off from Tomansk. 360!
But yeah, no. Currently painting the bayonet, in case you're wondering what I'm doing on that shitty granny cow.
Oh god.
And yeah. Paintbrush, dry it off.
Okay. Now we just need to kill the others. One more.
I mean, at the start of this stream, this was a clean piece of toilet paper. Well, not toilet paper, kitchen paper. But, I mean, yeah, you can see what drying paint thumbs does to you. Does to it. You get a lot of excess paint on it. This is looking pretty alright though. I need to clean it up a bit. In terms of like the boots, some of it spilled over onto the boots, so I'll need to go over it in black again. But as a first coat, that's not too bad. You can see it is. I mean, this is basically tabletop acceptable now. Most people would accept this to be like, oh yeah, it's a bit of a rush job, but whatever. But you know, paint up the boots, maybe make them brown. Figure out what I'm going to do with the gun. I'm thinking steel and then have that be like a grenade green. Paint up the patches and stuff on the back.
Oh dear.
Give the face a wash. And probably the clothes as well. And then that dude will be done.
Come back.
And that is the life of a 40k model.
How'd you like that?
So I updated the stream name and
Is it
launched
working?
Overwatch.
Some filthy millennials
wow,
sometimes
see?
remembering they're supposed to be talking. Oh yeah,
It seems to be
Hi.
working.
What's it called now?
some filthy millennials sometimes remembering they're supposed to be talking about 40.
That's a good one.
I mean, I'm doing the work. So
You know, as a sub branch
What-
of
what?
the most professional stream in the world, I feel like that's an appropriate title.
I'm gonna have to play
Alright.
Overwatch without sound though.
Because you've got no views.
Oh god, I got wrecked. I
Um,
got wrecked.
I mean, we've been streaming for what, 3 hours and 10 minutes?
Yeah, pretty long time.
We could probably call it a quits now if
We could quite possibly.
I feel like we need to keep going until I literally
Someone
drop dead.
dies.
That could be a while. You know,
Not
death-
really. I've been up for
Well, you know, it takes like 3 days.
several dozen hours.
3 days to die of dehydration. So
I've been
How
drinking,
long?
so that's fine.
I've been drinking. I've been drinking.
Been drinking water, man. I'm healthy.
that
We're now
was
painting like one of the first guns.
3v3 I've ever played.
Pretty exciting for those of you who give a shit.
Well, how about we go
Um,
another like quarter hour
sure.
That's good.
till half 8. Then we end the stream.
Yeah. Yeah, same. Look at this. Play the game, Tom.
I know.
Try hard.
And then there's you.
I mean, I'm really not that productive of a painter. I tend to not do much. I paint lots of little things rather than bulk paint. Is like a much more efficient way of painting,
Yeah.
which is basically get all your like models and then you all paint them all black, and then you go to the next stage of you paint all the like coat number 1 of certain color, and then you paint all number 2 of a different color. You keep going through and through until it's like all done. But that's tedious and boring, and I prefer to go, oh, I fancy painting this specific bit. Oh, now I fancy painting this specific bit.
So, Dandar, tell me, what is your favourite type of paint to use?
The water-based paints which I use.
So, watercolours.
No, it's not a watercolor, it's a water-based paint.
If you could have a watercoloured 40k, would you have them? Because it would
Oh,
look,
it would look like absolute shit.
it would look like they melted, with none of the fire risk.
And if I wanted to make them look like they'd melted, I'd just use acetone on them.
Or you could
There you
burn
go. Even with a base coat of black, that plasma gun looks a lot more fitting in the tank. But we're gonna paint it so it's steel. Actually, do we want it steel?
Get the back here.
Yeah, we'll make it steel colored, like a rust.
Don't
We'll
know.
make it the same color as the tracks once this has been washed, and then that bit there will be a lighter color. Hang on, let's get a decent angle so you can see what I'm on about. That bit there will be a lighter color because
Oh,
that
bugger.
is actually like the energy capacitor. The only reason I'm not painting that bottom bit is because that's going to slide in and out. So there's no point in me painting it. Alrighty, clean my paintbrush, and then I'm going to do a wash of non-oil. I'm thinking. Let me show you what a wash does on tank tracks because that's exciting and interesting to watch. It's a good way to finish the stream, I reckon. I'm gonna clean some of the gunk and crap and wet paint off my board. Gonna plop that tank on. I'm going to find an appropriate brush. It's not this one. It is one here. Nice, crappy, quite a large brush. We're going to get my null oil if I can find it. Boom. Null
Bag it.
oil.
Oh God.
Gonna shake it up,
That was.
as any good dude does. Shake your paints, make sure you're well mixed. Gonna dunk it, scrape it against the lid. You don't want too much, but you want still like a fair amount. That's probably a good amount. And you just yeah, literally paint it over like. You can see what it does. So. Well,
Where is this thought?
Playing
look in
this
the mirror.
game without sound is really difficult.
Where is he? I can just hear explosions. There he is. No. Thank you.
Wow. I have not dropped a single frame since I started playing Overwatch.
Not even one.
Not bad, not bad.
We're getting cyberbullied.
Yeah, God, that was brutal.
probably
Oh,
deserve it.
counter cyberbullied.
It turned into a compliment.
Or maybe abusive behaviour.
And then yeah, once that dries, you'll be able to see a bit more definition in the cracks of the thing. It also turns it a bit of a darker color, so it makes it look a bit more used.
You like the Uber flank?
Yeah, I did, thanks.
Thank you.
And then, yeah, after that, I'll whack on some brown paint around the bottom of the tank tracks and stuff. So along that area there, and probably along here. Especially, like I'll concentrate it around this area here, and then have it trailing off. Probably not cover as much here. Actually, there'll be quite a bit here, but it's going to be in areas where you'd expect it to get like a large amount of mud. Sorry, not wood.
Dan does
And
mine
then,
was
yeah.
on other things.
Sorry, I was looking at my wooden table and thinking, oh shit, I got a bit of paint on the wood.
And your penis.
And my penis, of course. Yeah. So that's what I'll do with that. So yeah, I'm just gonna wait for that to dry, basically.
Come back
That's,
to me.
that's my right wall.
Turns out I can't aim.
Yeah,
Uh,
probably. If anyone's got any questions. Now it's time to speak up because, well, it's gonna be ending soon, and I'm lazy, and yeah.
You want me to stop it?
No. We're just waiting. We're gonna wait for 30 seconds to see if anyone's got any questions, and then if they don't, we'll tell them to fuck off.
What
and then,
is
yeah.
your favourite colour? Mine
waffles.
is green.
oh, damn it.
Green is pretty nice.
It's custom color scheme waffles. I'll show you. I don't know how long you've been in, but I'll show you the color scheme anyway. Because why the devil not? Okay, Losium, what's your question? What is the meaning of life? To collect as much 40k as possible and serve the Emperor.
Big money.
That is the meaning
Everyone
of
knows
life.
it's
Big women.
40.
Big fun.
No, it's to serve the Emperor. Serve the will of the Emperor. God.
Yeah, but
Fucking
that's
heresy.
included in 42. So.
True.
You know, as is just general existence. Yeah, I've actually decided I want nothing to do with being up there.
Wow.
Well, there goes Shays. Oh, and me.
Oh! I almost got to see. Roadhog tanked so much of my like initial burst onto her. Man, I might have been able to do it if I'd killed her.
And yet you get play of the game again.
This was probably for my legendary flank. Yeah, here it is. And then I accidentally jump off. Oh well.
Best impacts.
Alright, I think I'm gonna stop the stream then.
Okay.
Okie dokie.
Bye.
It's been fun.
Good night, sweet princes.